Let's take a look at an analysis point. This is the main piece of logic that you can add to your reports. I'm going to go ahead and add a new analysis point. And you can see here on the side you have some help for the syntax. So it outlines all the formulas and pretty much everything that you can do. Let's say I want to take a look at EBITDA and how it progressed over the period. I'm going to start with some text. I want to say that over the period from, and I'm going to use a tilde to concatenate this. I'm going to go to a new line. What I can do here is I'm going to grab my EBITDA, the earliest period, and this will grab the earliest period that EBITDA can be calculated for. Say name, which would grab the period name, or I can take the start date, but let's go with name because it's shorter. I'm going to go to EBITDA latest period dot name. I forgot my tilde here. Then I'm going to say company name in double curly brackets, achieved an average EBITDA margin of, now I can get EBITDA underscore margin dot average, and all those formulas are in here. Here's the average. I want to format that, so I'm going to say number format and wrap this. As this is a percentage, I'm going to multiply it by 100 and show one digit after the decimal point. Tilde. I want to go on a new line. New line. Here I'm going to say the highest value of EBITDA was achieved in, okay, what I can do here is grab EBITDA dot max period dot name. I'm actually going to change that, the highest EBITDA of, and this here. Let's open those, and here I'm going to say EBITDA dot max, which would give me the maximum value of EBITDA. And I want to format that as well. So I want to show 0 digits after the decimal point was achieved in period name, and the lowest EBITDA of number format, again EBITDA dot min, 0 digits after the decimal point, was achieved in EBITDA dot min period dot name, and I need dot at the end. So there are two ways that you can run analysis points. One is per period, as it's here, but I'm actually not running this per period. I'm not doing a calculation that I want to see for each period, so I'm just going to switch that to aggregated. I'm going to go to save and launch my report. And if I come here and I see that over the period from 2018 to 2020, Templates Company achieved an average EBITDA margin of 10.4. And I've actually forgot to put the percentage sign at the end. So let's go back to edit that, and just say margin of, add the percentage sign here. As you're working on those, you can actually do, as you're typing, you can do Control Enter and then Control Enter, and it would execute it. So margin of 10.4%, and that's the average between those three here. The highest EBITDA of 62 million, here it is, was achieved in 2020, and the lowest EBITDA of 32 million was achieved in 2018. That's basically how analysis points work. You can execute various formulas and various calculations, but you can also add logic. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm gonna edit this and my tilde, and what I want to do is, and I'm going to wrap it into brackets. So I want to say that if EBITDA.CAGR, which is the compound annual growth rate, is above 0, then I want to say EBITDA grew over the period. And otherwise, I want to say EBITDA decreased over the period. Just a really simple if statement, and you can nest those as well. But just to show you the way the whole thing works. Save that, launch the report, and we can see here that EBITDA grew over the period.